Twitter has agreed to pay a $150 million fine after federal law enforcement officials accuse the social media company of illegally selling advertisements based on users' personal data over 6 years. In court documents made public on Wednesday, the Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Justice say Twitter violated a 2011 agreement with regulators in which the company vowed to not use information gathered for security purposes, like users' phone numbers and email addresses, to sell advertisements. Federal investigators say Twitter broke that promise. As the complaint notes, Twitter obtained data from users on the pretext of harnessing it for security purposes but then ended up also using the data to target users with ads, said FTC Chair Lina Khan. Twitter requires users to provide a telephone number and email address to authenticate accounts. That information also helps people reset their passwords and unlock their accounts when the company blocks logging in due to suspicious activity. But until at least September 2019, Twitter was also using that information to boost its advertising business. That ran afoul of the agreement the company had with regulators. More than 140 million Twitter users provided this kind of personal information based on Twitter's deceptive statements, according to federal prosecutors. Consumers who share their private information have a right to know if that information is being used to help advertisers target customers, so. Twitter's chief privacy officer, Damian Kieran, acknowledged in a blog post that users' personal information may have been inadvertently used for advertising. He said the company is no longer selling information gathered for security purposes to advertisers, keeping data secure and respecting privacy. Under terms of a proposed agreement, Twitter agreed to stop profiting from information gathered for security purposes. The deal, which still needs the court's approval, also would limit employees' access to users' personal data. The action echoes a sweeping settlement that included a $5 billion fine against Facebook in 2019 in which the social media giant committed to stop selling information obtained for security purposes to advertisers.